On Maruti Suzuki presents ESPN Cricinfo T20 Timeout powered by Intel. We're looking ahead to the game between the Sunrisers Hyderabad and the Mumbai Indians. Joining me shortly, Ian Bishop and Dasgupta.
We call it people technology.
Intel 入ってる。
Right then, gentlemen, this looks like a complete mismatch on paper with where these two teams are. Hyderabad have all sorts of problems. Mumbai are on a high after that incredible win against Chennai. Let's preview it anyway. Our point number one is Kane Williamson should consider opening for Hyderabad. Bish, thoughts?
No, I wouldn't go there yet. Johnny Bairstow and Manish Pandey weren't too bad in that last game that Sunrisers played. I still believe obviously we didn't see the best of Kane at that free position. So I would stick with Kane there because I think he'll be very good there. He has been in the past, so I wouldn't disturb that right now after one game.
All right, fair enough. Now we will consider that David Warner will not make it back to this team for the immediate future, Deep, and therefore, is there a case to bring in a specialist opener? It looks like Manish Pandey is also playing in a different position now.
I mean, you can always bring back someone like a Riddhiman Saha or Shrivas Goswami. But they're all, 10 wicket-keeper batsmen. But then who do you leave out? As it is, their middle order has been struggling. It's and I think they've changed their course a bit with the new captain in there. So I think just give them another couple of games to kind of find out. I think last game was a little bit of an aberration. I think he took a few decisions, didn't go his way. Kane Williamson, I'm talking about here. Yeah, it'll be too early after one game.
All right. You'd think, though, Bish, that if there's any mathematical chance or any real chance for the Sunrisers, they've got to start winning almost every game now. So perhaps let's go to some other selection calls. They played Mohammad Nabi last game and couldn't find themselves in a position to use him how they wanted. Would you rather go Jason Holder for this one?
Definitely. And my reasons for that being, and I understand why they played Nabi. They played Nabi because they felt there would be a few left-handers in the opposition. It never materialized because Butler and Sampson just batted so well through so many overs. But Jason Holder's done nothing wrong. Last season, he was brilliant when he came in. This season, he played, the one game deep, and he picked up 3 wickets, and then he's been gone. So on that Delhi track, for me, given that I would change also the Mumbai lineup, I would play Jason Holder.
Deep?
Yeah, absolutely. I think if you've picked Mohammad Nabi for a very particular matchup, which I believe they did in the last game, and then just go with it. Just go with that same strategy. If the matchup is there, which it's not against Mumbai, not too many left-handers. If Ishant's not playing in that middle order there, so yeah, then you get someone like Jason Holder. Because the other important thing is for Jason Holder, you're kind of certain to get 4 overs. It is not based on matchups, getting Jason Holder in. So he's going to still deliver, if not more than what Nabi did with the bat. Obviously, with the ball, he will deliver more.
All right. Now, the last 2 games in Delhi, we've seen scores well in excess of 200. And sometimes in that game between Mumbai and Chennai, 218 wasn't even enough. So, Deep, should Mumbai consider bringing in a specialist bowler for Jimmy Neesham?
Yeah, can think so. They can think about it. Generally, if you're looking at a pitch which is more batting friendly, as we've seen here in Delhi. So it makes more sense that you kind of strengthen your bowling and you expect your batsmen to score runs on that surface. So, and also last game we saw, they really did not need Jimmy Neesham, the batsman, as much. So you would want your batsman to take a little more responsibility on that really good batting surface, and then you strengthen your bowlers because, on that kind of a pitch, your bowlers will go for a few, so you rather have a few more proper bowling options.
They gave Coulter just the 1 game, Bish. Adam Milnes also had just the 1 game in Chennai. Would that be a better addition to the Mumbai side, looking at how easy it's been to bat in the last few games?
100%. There have been some changes that have kind of surprised me throughout the tournament. I'm not saying they're wrong, but I was surprised that Milne got 1 game, then he was gone. Coulter got 1 game, given that he played in the final last year, and then he's gone. So I understand flexibility is needed, but some of those changes surprised me. I most definitely have a specialist bowler instead of Jimmy Neesham. And then I think one of the advantages that Neesham brought was the ability to bowl and to bat. So if I'm bringing a specialist bowler in place of Nisham, I'm thinking as well of maybe removing Darwal Kulkarni and getting a specialist batsman back in there in that lineup and asking Pollard to continue making contributions with the ball as he did last game and as he did last season. Krunal Pandya then has to get through a few overs for me.
All right, fair point. And finally, Suryakumar Yadav, he did have that fine half century early in the season, Deep. There have been a few 15s, 20s, a few low scores. It's not quite been the imperious Suryakumar Yadav we've come and known to understand in the IPL. Is he due a big one?
He is, but at times I just get a feeling that he's trying too many things too early, maybe. At times trying to be a little too cute. But, if you look at him, I mean, even if he gets those 15 runs, he's looked like $1 million. So he's looked very good. It's just that he needs to kind of carry on and convert those 15, 20 runs into big scores. And basically he looks in form. It's just that he needs to get a big one now.
Can I just add to what Deep is saying there? I totally agree. Suryakumar Yadav is not out of form. You're seeing that this season. So the thing I would throw out there is not that I want guys to play unnaturally or not to play aggressively, but I've seen Sanju Samson temper his game. Deep and I were discussing it. Deep brought up the point yesterday, actually, that Sanju Samson has started certain mannerisms a little bit slowly, slowing down his mind. I think Suryakumar Yadav can do it just a little bit of turning the notch down a bit and just building an innings, because I think he is overdue. He's not due, he's overdue.
Yeah.
Right, fair enough. Thank you very much, Ian Bishop, Deep Dasgupta. This was our preview to the game between Hyderabad and Mumbai on Maruti Suzuki Presents ESPN Cricinfo T20 Timeout, powered by Intel.
We call it people technology.
インテル入ってる。